I would like to quickly address the police officers of January 6th. Mr. Dunn, Mr. Fanone, Mr. Gonell, Mr. Hodges. I'm a member of the new select committee to actually examine what happened that day. And I can tell you, gentlemen, that the fault does not lie with Donald Trump. It lies with Yogananda Pittman and the U.S. Capitol leadership team. We know they had the intelligence, and there was going to be a high propensity for violence that day.
Things got very spicy yesterday during the Jack Smith hearing when former Capitol Police officer Michael Fanone, who you just saw there, responded to Texas Representative Troy Nehls when he tried to blame the violence on January 6th on Capitol Police officers. And we've got more, but Cenk, what are your 2 cents here?
Yeah. So I'll never understand the right wing saying at the same exact time, you better respect ICE officers, otherwise you have it coming when you get 3 shots in the head, it's your fault. How dare you disrespect a cop and get your car within 10 or 20 feet of them, right? Oh, but you want to beat the living crap out of cops on January 6th? Attaboy! Okay, there's no crime there at all, don't be. Guys, do you not see it? You don't see that hypocrisy? It's amazing. Okay, but in this case, Fanone and the others are gonna fight back and you're gonna enjoy that. Jordan's gonna give you the facts.
Well, Troy Nehls wasn't the only conservative to face Michael Fanone's wrath. He also had to be pulled away during a heated argument during a recess with prominent election denier Ivan Raiklin. Raiklin is a far-right activist who published 2020 election conspiracy theories and dubbed himself the Secretary of Retribution for Donald Trump. He approached Fanone while recording on his phone, and here's how that went.
Hey, Michael. Hey, what's up, buddy? Ivan Raiklin. Why do you have to swear at me?
What's that?
Why do you have to swear at me?
Oh, dude, don't pretend like we're not mortal enemies. Yourself.
Well, why do you have to lose your cool like that? I've been always professional with you.
I'm not losing my cool. You've threatened my family and you've threatened my life.
Oh, have
You're
I?
a traitor to this country.
Why are you so spasmodic?
Am I spasmodic?
Look at your face. You can't even control yourself. You can't even be a man.
I'm using a lot
You see how many people are constraining you?
Come get me.
Look at me. Total control over my mind and body. Total control over my mind and body, and I'm totally dominating you right now.
Sir.
Totally dominating you.
Sir, let's step aside.
After the hearing, Fanone wrote about that incident on his Substack. What you're watching there is restraint. Because when someone who made violent threats against your family walks up to you inside the Capitol smiling, filming, and trying to humiliate you, restraint is the only thing preventing that moment from turning into something much worse. Raiklin now says he's filing a defamation lawsuit against Michael Fanone because Fanone accused him of threatening his family. In response, Fanone said, "I'm not intimidated. I will never apologize for calling traitors exactly what they are. And I will not be silenced by people who think the Capitol is just another stage for their extremist cosplay." As for the hearing itself, which focused on Jack Smith's investigation into Trump's effort to overturn the 2020 election, Fanone dubbed that a kangaroo court. He called Congress dysfunctional no matter what political party is in control and called the Trump administration a disgrace. Fanone said the hearing was a waste of time and 4 hours that, other than supporting Jack Smith, I wish I could blanking get back. Cenk, what do you make of this altercation and what do you make of this hearing overall?
Yeah, so it's a joke of a hearing. So I get it, when the Republicans win, they're gonna wanna get retribution for Donald Trump losing an election and crying about it and starting a riot and all that stuff. Oh, boo-hoo, oh, all he did was a coup attempt and you guys caught feelings over it, right? But this whole prosecuting your political enemies, as he's threatening to do Jack Smith and Letitia James and James Comey and all these guys, not just threatening, trying it, right? Is deeply un-American. I was led to believe that attacking cops is not what a proud American does, okay? And I was led to believe that invading our own Capitol is not what proud Americans do. So, but I know everybody's got partisan brain. So if my side is doing the violence and my side is doing all that, everything's gonna be fine. I like that there's guys like Fanone and Dunn around who verbally push back. Don't make it physical. It's a disaster if you make it physical, right? And look, the problem with January 6th was they made it physical, right? And they started beating up the cops, et cetera. And I don't want that on any side at all, because then we're at each other's throats and it doesn't help at all. But guys, look at that video, and you can look at any January 6th video. Do you think that if that was a left-wing crowd, a black crowd, a Muslim crowd, et cetera, breaking into the Capitol in the same exact way, can you really say, and you know what, put the racial stuff aside, just left wing, right? I mean, because you guys some of the right wing is now saying that Renee Good had it coming, that she should have been executed in the head, shot in the head and killed, because, I mean, she's a lesbian and she was protesting the government. How dare she, right? So, what would you have asked the cops to do, Fanone and Dunn and all the rest of them to do on January 6th if they were left-wing protesters, and God forbid if they were lesbians, right? You'd say shoot them all in the head. And now that you're gonna have the opposite position, I don't know. I guess some people are comfortable with hypocrisy, but I'm not. Keith, what do you think?
I think it's stunning to see the Congress is just being used to attack Capitol Police, and they're blaming them for January 6th. They're blaming Capitol Police for January 6th. And there's this saying that that history will remember this accurately, and history is gonna look back on this in a certain way. But I think this is a huge sign that history actually history is written by the people who win. So they are trying to actively rewrite history in this moment. And that video we saw earlier is stunning. It's still stunning to me to see what happened on the Capitol that day. And though we have those images, the people who get into power are the ones who are able to eventually tell us or give their versions of what happened. So I am personally I hope we win more elections, because we are fighting with what actually is going to be the truth in the future if we don't.
Well, I noticed his shirt, and let's talk about that for a second. Fanone was wearing a shirt for the Boston Celtic punk band Dropkick Murphys. The back reads, "Fighting Nazis since 1996." Now, the band shared the video of Fanone confronting Riken with this: "Go blank yourself." Jack Smith hearing rocked by angry altercation. And the caption read, "Much love to Michael Fanone for standing up for the people. He's been with us since the beginning. He was at our first DC show in 1996. And you guys are talking about the role the Capitol Police played in January 6th, how they're being blamed by Republicans. And here's just some facts, undisputable facts here. At least 140 officers were injured in the riots, and 4 others later died by suicide. Fanone suffered a heart attack after the attack. More than 600 people were charged with assaulting, resisting, or impeding law enforcement in connection with the attack, including nearly 200 defendants charged with using a deadly or dangerous weapon or causing serious bodily injury to an officer. Trump issued sweeping pardons for all of them on his first day in office. And Cenk, to your point, you look at those facts. We saw the footage, it's undeniable. And then you juxtapose all of that with their justification and smearing of Renee Nicole Good, and it is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, last 2 quick points here. Silver linings. First, now the cops are split all across the country. Before, they used to almost always, in my experience in covering the news, be more right-wing Republican, right? But now you got cops in Minnesota against the mass thugs of ICE, and they nearly drew weapons on one another, right? And now you've got cops on January 6th going, wait a minute, the right wing attacked us. And so they're on our side. And on our side, I don't mean like Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi. I just mean like law and order, like decent Americans not attacking the Capitol, like just basic American things like that. And then finally, Fanone is, I don't know what his politics are, but I'm gonna call him a populist because he acts like a populist, right? And it's refreshing to have people who are fighting back against Trump and his abuses who aren't usual Democrats. Like, you got the Adam Schiffs and he's buttoned up and well, I do declare, and blah, blah, blah. Now, it's nice to have a brawler going, yeah, fighting Nazis since 1996. What's up, right? So I just love that attitude, and I like that that he's a good guy in this case on our side for sure.
I mean, I totally agree. I was thinking that when we were watching that clip is that it is nice to see someone who does not look like the typical liberal fighting for liberal positions. And it's going to take all of us, all types of people, to fight what I believe is a fascist movement happening in the country at this moment.
Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.